Relationships are hard work. Conflict arises. Stress abounds. The divorce journey begins with a marital relationship, of course. And let's face it, most of us are still trying to figure out who we are and what we need, much less how to deal with another person. Did you know 39% of marriages end up in a divorce in the United States? 5 years ago, it was 50%. The percentage has decreased, and you can thank the millennials. They got smarter because they marry and have children older. They became career focused instead of marrying young. Abuse was my story. My story is exactly from one of those devastating Lifetime movies. I didn't know I was sleeping with my enemy, a man that made my life a nightmare. I felt stuck and I didn't know how to get out of an abusive relationship. O.J. Simpson didn't exist at the time. Men got away with it. I was 20 years old when I married, and he was 13 years older than me. I married my boss. It took a process of 5 years to leave him. I had promised myself I would never want my 3 girls to experience what I was experiencing. I had to get out. I don't ever advise you, if you are in an abusive relationship, to stay and plan your escape the way I did. You might not be so lucky. Call 911 and tell your family and friends. My only regret in life is that I didn't leave soon. I wanted to hold on to a dream until death to us part. I was torn between 2 worlds, and neither one held the promise of happiness. I had promised myself that I would never want my children to grow up with divorced parents the way I did. I was 3 years old and my dad walked out on me and my 3 brothers, and I never saw him again. It took many years of healing and a spiritual wake-up call. Life presented me with many sorrows, but I decided to awaken and use this opportunity as a spiritual journey instead. Pain is a great motivator that breaks down the walls that keep old behaviors intact. Pain guides us toward thoughts and ideas that we might otherwise push away, and it forces us to seek answers from places we've never looked before. Divorce is a traumatic experience. It immediately impacts the meaning, safety, and predictability of your world. What is your divorce story? The divorce journey begins. This decision that you made, or may have been made for you, creates a significant change in your thinking and ultimately in your world. And this change temporarily calls a halt to everything. Perhaps you find yourself heartbroken and wondering, what do I do now? Or maybe you've just hired a divorce attorney. Maybe you're the person who is wondering, how am I going to tell my spouse that I'm so unhappy and I see no other way than to divorce? You could be saying to your husband or wife, we have grown so far apart that there doesn't seem to be any way to cross that huge divide, a barren space created by silence, complaints, defensiveness, untruths, disinterest, focus on work, focus on kids, and not enough to bind your 2 lives together. Or you may be the spouse that found out your husband or wife fell in love with someone else, and they have been unfaithful for quite some time. Maybe you are the spouse who feels lonely and you're not ready. Perhaps it is too much talk with your family yet, and you do not want to declare that you're getting divorced by hiring a divorce attorney. Wherever you are in life right now, somehow it has led you to this webinar tonight. One thing I know for sure is that you are most probably concerned about your dear children. The main focus tonight is the fact that you are a parent forever. Parents, you can help children overcome some of their fears about what is going on by working with your children.